Hi there guys, this is Jujitsu here with round number 1, currently looking for our opponent. So we finished the deck building. We ended up running with a 16 lander with a high curve of Owlbear, Jelly, and I think in 4 drops we only have Clattering Skeletons and a Grim Bounty. Most of our good stuff is concentrated around the 3 drops. Only mixed feelings I might have about the deck building is that there are times where we're going to be ending up passing on turn 2. Which is a bit of a bummer. Not supposed to do that in this format, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yep. So, thankfully, have a solution for that. Clearly not going to be blocking. Might just get removed, huh? There is a case where... Okay, that's fine. So he creates a treasure. Okay. So I think we swing next turn. Not going to swing here. But I think we swing next turn. And... let's see what he does. There's a chance where we just let him overcommit the board. Yeah, that's fine. Man, owlbears are so good. We can also just swing with both. And then, maybe get like a weird trade. No, the trade's gonna be pretty bad. Okay, let's play this. Create treasure and scry 1. And... like, yes, but also not really. We'll go. So you may ask, but what happens if he tries to kill my Outlander? And my answer is, that's fine. You know, we're gonna draw something else, and he currently has way more weight on the board. And I'm quite fine with him, tapping out for things and then me just wiping the board. So see, that's like super fine. I'm guessing he's gonna go Owlbear Swing with the Null. Yep. So clearly no blocks. No blocks. Now I do hope that I draw some mana, but it is no must. There we go. So, Sphere for 5. Yep. And if he can't destroy this artifact, the next turn is just gonna be ridiculous. If he can destroy, then we're in some trouble, right? We can follow it with 2 druids. But otherwise, he's just gonna have to try to swing, see what happens, and yep. So clearly we're gonna be blocking the Null. And not a lot of things, like, again, given no artifact removal, not afraid of hovering over it. If it survives, we're in a really good position. There we go. So wipe, and we're gonna follow up with the druid. 2 even. So, pow, and pow. Damn. Okay. So we're just gonna pass. Hope he's out of lands by now. No, he is not. Yeah, and he's gonna scry as well. It's actually not very concerning. Sure, so swing. I mean, we have a combat trick we need to Okay, so that's another one. So next stop I think is once they discard a card, which I'm fine with. So I go block. And I choose my weapon. Hope it is sufficiently large. And clearly we're gonna discard now. I hope he drew another land, right? No, no bueno. Oh, so he's gonna lose 2 life, but we don't have to. Okay, it's fine. Okay, this is actually this is a turn for the better. So we're gonna play this, and we're just gonna pass. And the next turn we're gonna be attacking with the Outlander Plus, and it's a bit of a bummer, but ooh, this is a bit better. So swing, swing, and we'll create a gobbo. And clearly my intention here is that my guy survives. He might double block the Outlander, which is the best. Yeah, this is super fine. So he hits 2, and the next turn I can swing for 2. Yeah, it's good stuff. And for the next land, I will need to sacrifice creature, artifact, or land. He does not have any good attacks. And clearly I'll be sacrificing a land. Oh, he dunsies. He dunsies. So how do we want to do it? Thinking. Oh, actually, this is super easy. So, okay. So, let's get this guy on tap. So this is a 2 for none. Pow, pow. Or 2 for gobbo. This is, that was a GG play on his part. I think that just trying to trade the his lizard guy is ridiculous. You're not allowed to do that. Just makes the game very difficult. How conservative do we want to go? Like, are there cards that make me lose the game? I think no. I think maybe, but this is probably the... I can't really think of like a specific out which just makes us lose off the bat. This is probably the better way to go about it. That's interesting. Wonder what he drew. Okay, so pass, and looks like he has something. Okay. And we'll swing. There we go. So GG. Sphere of Annihilation for the win. Yeah, that was a tough Owlbear matchup. Card is nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Gets past the 4 toughness barrier. Does well with pump spells. And best of all, he's a cantrip. I think that like a rule of thumb in Magic is that cantrips are typically priced for, you know, somewhere around 2, right? Adding a draw card to a card is typically priced around 2. 1.5 to 2 mana. So even if it's priced at 1, having a 4/4 trampler for 4 is pretty good. So we go first. We do not have a perfect draw in terms of mana. And I'll say furthermore that if our null encounters any trouble, then we don't really have a game plan. But we'll see how it goes. Let's hope opponent has those Simic creatures, those artifacts that can turn into 3/3s. He just plays a bunch of them, and then uses them all to play a dragon, which we will shoot with our choose your weapon. And then like he'll have no cards in his hand, he'll be sad, and the null's just gonna be like getting in there and getting those 2 damage every time. And 10 turn clock, my man. Once this guy hits the board, whapow. But first he has to decide whether or not he wants to keep his hand. I don't know if this is a mull. We're running, I think 7 swamps. So we have 6 swamps left in the deck. So that's yeah, it's roughly 1 to 6.5. I think that within, you know, 3 draws or so. Yeah, this was a really nice turn of events. So Moon Druids for the win. Pack Tactics Enabler Extraordinaire. I hope he plays the Simic. Every time somebody plays the Simic, I'm just ecstatic. So I'm gonna swing, but I think I'm gonna pump if he decides to block. Just gonna put him on the back foot. Do it, do it, do it. Okay, Papow. Little did he know. So if he swings now, I don't block, and he's gonna have to. He's probably gonna need to kill the null somehow, or next turn is just gonna be bad for him, because I'm gonna get a pump null. The value is infinite. Okay. Wow. So swing, swing. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm not very fond of playing this now because it means we might have to use the treasure, but it means he's gonna have to do it main phase. So this will go over there, and we have a treasure, right? So like if he tries to kill my druid, null, whatever, he's gonna have to do it during main phase, and we're gonna be able to swing again. So a lot of options here. I don't even know what he might be able to cast that's gonna work by this point, right? Like, it's very hard to kill a 4 toughness guy. Okay, it's fine. Don't think he gets a bonus. This might even be like a 3 life play rather than +2/+2. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. And my turn. So we'll start by swinging. Yeah, let's see what opponent does. I'm partially right. I was hoping he double blocks it because then I can actually gain some value. If he just blocks it like this, then I'm kind of forced to use a 3 mana card for something I don't really want. So let's say I'm happy with this. Happy with this ish. Then I'm gonna follow up with the Clattering Skeletons. So, and we'll end. And next turn, okay, Gobos. So just the one Gobbo. Okay. So let's swing with both. You know, Null's getting there. He's a big boy. So next turn, okay. Yeah. So this what he just did is insurance for bolstering. I forget what the card's called. I'm sorry. +2/+2 and trample. That was the insurance he tried to get by blocking so aggressively. Like with 3 creatures, it makes sense, right? But as I mentioned, the this card often gives you like reach and pump that opponent just doesn't expect. There were a few other annoying options for opponent, like a Feigned Death or the Ray of Feeble something. This is also something you could have killed with the thing, but anything I want to res? No. Okay. So I think I kill. Next stop is +1/+1. Yeah, so I think I go, I kill you. Yeah, I pay it how I pay it, my man. And I think I'm gonna go get the Clattering Skeletons, and I'm gonna do it. They just GG'd me. I'm gonna go Clattering Skeletons just so I can pump this Gobbo. And we'll swing for 7. Sorry, for 8. And yeah, now opponent's in a predicament. I wonder if that was a I got you, GG, or... that's pretty good. To any target. Okay, so I think I just swing him twice. And he's gonna have to go for the full trade. That doesn't matter how he blocks. He's gonna have to double block. Sure, it's fine. I think I would probably not block that way. I'd block with the 3-1 and then like ping me for the face, right? Makes more sense. But he didn't do that. Then we'll play the Clattering Skeletons, and I don't know. He needs to do something special now. You know, the next land he draws, he just loses. Okay, now he lost. Actually, he could have lost last turn as well. My bad. He could have lost last turn as well. I misplayed it. Could have just killed something in the swung face. Twas my bad, but, you know, we still got there. I was a bit confused. I was thinking, like, do I swing for the Planeswalker? Do I swing for his face? So, yeah, we prolonged it one turn too many. Maybe he had a card in hand and I was stressed, but anyway. So, 2-0, right? Man, I forget my first game. What was the first game? Oh, the Owlbears, right. The first game was the Owlbears. This was Null Mania. Yeah, the Druids are really good for enabling. I don't know why they're picked so late. I mean, they're so good. You just need a couple of combat tricks. You need the Bull Strength. Sorry, it's not Bear Strength. It's Bull Strength. And you can just get in there. You know, it's a 6-4 Trampler. He's going to be on tap next turn, blocking as a 2-4. The card is nuts, and it works so well together with a lot of green picks to just go through like nothing. So I'm advocating play green. It has a very deep... it's a very deep color in terms of limited. This is a clear keep. No obvious way to trigger the nulls, but you know, it's a start as good as any. Uh-oh, Shambler alert. That's a buzz killer. We could have started with the Ray as well, you know, just to have a swamp in there, but that was probably a misplay. You know, if he suddenly equips it with a dagger or something, that's probably the right thing to do. So we'll go for black this time. And we'll go null. Opponent can react here for something. I guess he might have... oh, it could be a bunch of things, right? Might get Dragon Flamed EOT, but might not as well. We have quite a bit of removals here. I think we'll swing into that, you know? See how it goes. Cool. So very happy to swing into your guy. Trade me, trade me. Okay, clearly no. And I'm hoping... Actually, that would be bad. So there's a chance he kills my null main phase. And then he gets to venture once. And then I kill him. Or I leave the null back. So clearly... yeah, I think I'm happy with the trade. Peculiar. Manticore block, question mark. Swing? No. So, I find a cursed idol. How'd you like them apples? He has a response. I'm just not sure what the response is. And what do we see? It's not amazing, but it's okay. It's better than land, right? We have things to do till that point comes. Yeah, it's okay. Yep. 1 to 9 question mark? There we go. There we go. Nice shamble. Sure. Sure. And DOT. Huapao. Currently we do not have a very effective way to pump. Like we could main phase swing. It's interesting there. You have some value there, right? We're gonna create a Gabo and we're gonna like give a +1/+1 to one of our guys. Yeah, let's play it. If he forces us to discard our hand, we have some mediocre responses. So we'll see how that goes. Feel a bit, yeah, that's that's what I feared. Okay, so in response, I kill your Shambler. Fuck your Shambler. Whoa! Play of infinite value. So he's gonna create a treasure, and I'm like, oh yeah? Wait, actually, no, we don't wanna. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I was thinking we can sacrifice the treasure and gain like even more value, but the answer is no. We cannot. It's just sacrificing the treasure to not to discard anything. So, okay, let the two. Yes. Okay, a land. So a land. I think that if you mill in a 1-to-1 ratio, that increases the probability to draw something that is not a land. Since lands are at a disadvantage, and we've been drawing them like crazy, right? 1, 2. No, I think I'm just complaining. We have 6 lands with 26 cards in the deck, meaning it's a 8-to-6 ratio. Okay. We actually don't have any good swings here now. Yeah, we definitely don't have any good swings now that he just played that. Damn. Oh, that's a nice draw though. Okay, now I'll welcome the swing. Have at me, sir. Don't think he's gonna have at me. He might have at me, but wow. So I suspect. Yeah. Okay, makes more sense. So no blocks, and we're gonna have to gamble. And I hope he just doesn't play anything, but that's one. Okay, that's good. So we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. So Hadouken. The reason I'm like so brave is because I can get the Gobbo. The Gobbo can block things. What say you to this, sir? We're probably gonna get the Clattering Skeletons back. Pow, pow, pow. Okay, we'll get the Clattering Skeletons back. I probably should have done that the other way around. Let's think about it. So we can gain 1 life here if we'd like. If we want to be like super conservative. And then we'll block and then we'll dry OT. Okay, so I made a mistake. I should have, yeah, this was a misplay. So we should have done this, played that, swung, and then put the thing on the Clattering Skeletons. So it's, okay, it's not the best. So we'll cause him to lose 1 life. And we'll play this. I think it's a bit better. And I think I'll just chump block if I can do it. If he can remove 2 blockers, then I'm dunsies anyway, it doesn't matter. But I think that another like decent way to go about it, I think he's going to be blocking either way, but another decent way to go about it is play the Clattering Skeletons, swing with everything, give the Clattering Skeletons a +1/+1, and we're kind of okay. Okay, that's good. Land is good. And I think it's game. Okay, we draw. And he's going to have to... Okay. Okay. So, this is a toughie. I think that I'm least prone to terrible things if I use it on the Null Hunter. Because it means that you can only have the power word kill to kill this guy, and the instant that deals 2 damage to every player. But I think that's about it. Now he's going to take 7 damage, right? Yeah, that's 7 damage. Let's think about it one more time. He's gonna take... Okay, I'm gonna do something a bit funnier. I'm gonna do it on this, and then if he kills him, I'm gonna force us both to lose 1 life. I'm just trying to minimize risk, right? So I use it on the Clattering Skeletons. He takes 7 damage. If he kills the Clattering Skeletons, then he loses 1 life and he dies. If he kills something else, then I have a skeleton blocker in case I want to do anything. And I think that's crazy safe considering he just has 1 card in hand. So that was an interesting puzzle to solve. Take a moment to think about it again. It's, you know, it's complicated. 7 damage to the face. He has 1 life. We use it on the skeleton, so the skeleton is a trampler. If he kills him, we go into the dungeon, which makes him lose 1 life, meaning he dies anyway. If he kills something else, let's say the Null, then he still survives, but we have the Clattering Skeletons on the defense. Whew, that was long. Okay, and this is a, wow, this is a good keeper. So, plan is, I think we have to start with a Silver Ranger just to gain the maximum value. Play Lurking Roper, cause opponent to overcommit. Opponent's red, overcommitting colors. I take that back. Plan is to play the Null. And then play the Roper. And then... No, I think I'll go Silver Moon first. Just to gain that sweet extra value. And... Wow, we're curving out so well this game. It's ridiculous. Okay, this guy can just not die this turn. There are no cards in the... You know, since he has Ward 1, he's going to have to main phase it somehow. Like 3d3 burn, you know. He has to, he's going to have to do it in his turn. Okay, and... The Godly Druid will play the Lurking Roper of Doom. So Venture, clearly, scry 1. Ain't no other way to go about it, and this is an easy pick. As in keep, and we will not swing. If he swings, then I just block with the Roper. I think it's an easy decision. Prowler, okay. Yeah, I think it's really, you know, if he swings somehow, then easy block with the Roper. And I think we just go full swing during our turn, question mark? I think we go Null. No, it's not a... Let's think about it. He doesn't have any double block. It's going to be a 2-4. Oh, we get... Yeah, okay, we knew we were going to get that. So let's go Null. Yep. So, whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker, I wonder if I want to go Treasure. I think Gobbo's good. The question is, what happens when I swing with everything? Or do I just go like, you know, Null Lurker? I think I can get away with swinging with everything. Okay. I think he's gonna double block the Ranger. That's what makes the most sense. Oh, it's so good that he cast it now, man. It's delicious. It is delicious. Yep. Man, he should have blocked and like let me do my jazz first. Because I mean, clearly, right? Like I'm not gonna swing like that and trade with your Direwolf. Ah, this is the best. This is the best. They never expect the Ray of Enfeeblement. That was... Man, that was terrible for opponent. And we even have the option to do something really funky during our turn. We can play the Jelly for 2 next turn, and you know, gain 1 life, he loses 1 life, and then we can swing with the Roper again. It's just ridiculous stuff. And we can do it with double Nulls. Anyway, you know, it's silly. It's silly. It is very hard to come back from that stuff. I mean, he lost a card, he lost a creature, and we've just been so efficient in terms of curve. Sure. Okay. So we'll play this guy. We'll play it for 2. Yup. Yep, yep, yep. So we'll use this to untap the Roper. Yep, yep, yep. Can I swing with everything? That's the question. Like if he double blocks and he takes 11 damage. Don't think he's allowed to double block. He might have bull strength, but still think it's pretty good. Yeah, let's just swing with everything. It's so hard for him to come back from this situation anyway. That even if okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. I actually thought that cost more, but yeah, he has now learned that he can. Okay, just he took it like a man. Okay, he realized that as well. Cool. He's like, okay, let's block ideally. No, we can't do that. That was still my mistake, though. I didn't notice he can pump his wolf. I mean, I guess it's kind of similar to bull strength, but it doesn't waste a card on it. So 4-0. Deck's working so far. We haven't been really missing any 2-drops, which is good. I think that's a very significant contributor to how well we do. And the games are pretty fast as well, so all the better. All the best. 4-0, right? So ideally, 3 quick games. You know, like 10 minutes each. Pow, pow, pow. But could go longer as well. Playing against Buzzo. And we go drumroll. Opponent goes first. Absolutely ridiculous. We do not have the second green mana, but still good stuff. Opponent is also green. Will he aggro? Yes, he will. And we'll put our Null. This guy's so good. So good. If we get green mana, I think I'm just going to cast Silvermoon Ranger. If he casts Silvermoon Druid, then we have the drop, which is good. I fear he may have it. I fear he may have it. He might also have the Striga guy. I forget his name. The guy with the Tapper. The Tapper. Tapper isn't too bad. I think if he goes Tapper... Okay. That's interesting. Why would he not swing for 2 damage? 'Tis so delicious. I'll play this. And no attacks. If we get another mana of any type, then we can start raining chaos. We could go drop Ray same turn. You know, hopefully if he drops something now. I think I'm going to be swinging next turn regardless. Okay, that's weird. I think people typically do not play that card. Maybe he has the rare staff. But who knows? Who knows? Note, he can... Actually, you can only use that as a sorcery. Okay. Doesn't seem very good. If he double blocks, I think I'm fairly content trading with the Outlander. I'll let him, you know, decide what he wants to do with his turn. Okay, so we do get it. Yeah, I still think I'm fairly content, you know, trading. So let's just try to swing and see how it goes. Ruh-oh. Ruh-oh. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so no attacks. And we'll play this guy. And we'll pass. So he can venture into dungeon once this turn. And our Silvermoon Ranger has wards, so I'm not overly concerned. His colors don't have removal. You might be able to bounce him, but I don't think that's too terrible. And during our turn, we're going to be swinging with the Ray. The amount of confidence having like this card up is just so crazy. And this also can signal feign death, which is also pretty annoying to play against. You know, you spend all of this mana and somebody suddenly feigns death. 'Tis a toughie. So talisman, okay. I wonder. If he tries to equip it to the Scion, then I think I will axe him in response. Sure. Okay. So I think he really wants to trigger it. And this white signal bull strength. Right? Okay. Scry. So bull strength would give him 5, right? Okay, so let's go double block. And bull strength would look perfect to him, right? So block block. I have to assume it's going to be bull strength. Actually, if it's a bounce, it's pretty annoying as well. That's actually if it's a bounce, you can only use it on the Null Hunter, which is just amazing. Oh, that's so good. That's like the best. Yeah, because he can't, because the other guy has ward. So nice going, dude. Nice going. Destroyed, demolished. Ah, that's the good stuff. So he gets to keep the talisman, but he just got to scry 1, and we're gonna be raining hell now. Okay. Yeah, of course it's nice, dude. Of course it's nice. It's super nice. We're not out of the water yet. So I think we're going to play this now. It's because it gives us the good stuff. So let's go scry 1. It is not beyond us to... Yeah, I think it's good. You know, creatures are good. And... I think I'm happy with this. We'll get the aggro on. Get that aggro going. Wow, that's tough. Main phasing that is tough stuff, dude. So we can go Roper plus Null during our turn to create a treasure and then do something like Fungi. I actually don't like it that much. I think I prefer going just Roper Gobbo. Or Clattering Skeletons, whatever. Actually, I could do that, and then he doesn't. Then he has to trade with a Clever Conjurer. I think I prefer. How's my next turn gonna look like? That's the question. Okay, actually, I like this. Okay, so we're gonna go Null. We're gonna create a treasure. And then we're gonna go... And then... we'll create a Roper. Sure. And I think we'll castrate the Scion. Oh wait, what? Oh, it doesn't give me another stage. That's my bad. Why doesn't... Oh, it can only... That's why. It can only trigger once per turn. Okay, that was my bad. So we'll swing with both. I don't think that was the right decision on my part. I thought I'm going to get another proc, so I probably should have gone Precipituous Drop on the Striga. Stygia, sorry. Is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna trade twice. Pow, pow. And end. So, on the one hand, boo, not cool. On the other hand, next turn we're gonna be able to swing with the Roper and the Null. And hopefully more. And then untap the Roper. So it's gonna be really tough for opponent. Yeah. I think main phase contact the other plane is just such a tempo sink that it's very, very difficult to come back from that. Like, okay, Null. So that is some trade potential rigidity. But will it be enough? There's a good chance that... Okay. I wonder. Honestly, I think I'm just going to give it -4, -0 and swing with everything. And force unpleasant trades. Yeah, I think that's probably the go. So, 4 power. And -4, something of this. And we draw. And there are no effective blocks. Doesn't look like he's mana screwed either. Maybe he has some amazing cards, but he's been drawing a lot, right? He's been playing cards every turn. We've just been... I think this was the decisive moment, you know? Once he overcommitted, that was just nuts. That was bonanzas. So it's until your next turn, not until the end of the next turn. Okay. Okay. Okay, he has a Striga thing. Has to be my assumption. He's gonna tap my Owlbear and it will not be able to untap. So sad. Yep. Tap that Owlbear. Decisions. Good call, sir. He's not been rolling very well. Yeah, I'm still gonna swing with both. I think he's gonna try to trade for both. No, he can't. So he's gonna want to trade with something here. He has to block both. Pardon me. That was a sneeze. Yep. So I can pump it, but I can also just return it and recast it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So sure. So let's go Fate's Reversal. We'll return this guy. And we'll draw a card. Why would it pay it this way? God damn it. It's so bad. Okay, whatever. End turn. EOT, I'm just gonna kill something, and then we're gonna pump our Owlbear. I should have manually paid it. So bad. Why would I pay it that way? Tusk. Sure, Elemental. Okay. Okay, good call, good play. Now he's gonna like equip Talisman and swing, question mark? Okay. In that case, EOT Pow. And can kill you in so many ways. Yeah, he's dead either way, actually. By the way, that was also a moment where we could have like chosen our weapon just to kill the Air Elemental. 6 mana is a lot. It is a lot of mana to spend. Okay, 5 wins, 2 more. Yep. Meowtain. The Meowtain. It's like a mountain, but it meows. Opponent goes first. We do well. We do have a 2-drop of sorts, but it is not the 2-drop. Ooh, fancy. So opponent's playing constructed. I like how MTGA just paused for a moment in case we want to cast Jelly for none. And okay, I think we're gonna let it through fall with the Circle Moon Druid. This is nuts, you know. Being able to proc pack tactics on turn 4 is crazy. So he's gonna pass, right. Question is, do we go Roper or do we? It's a question. I think I'd rather go Roper. And no swings. I prefer going Roper because he's just that much harder to get through. Yeah, so now it's a clear pass. Okay, and I will now swing with both for that sweet Scry 1. Actually, I can go Yawning Portal. Yeah, this is weird. This is a weird decision on my part. Do I go to the Yawning Portal? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. We're still going to be getting the Scry 1 here, but you know, I want to make sure that our Roper is primed and ready. Wow, that's a toughie. I was actually, I'm baffled. I was not ready for that play. Okay, we're gonna follow it with the Circle Moon Druid, and okay, comes across a couple of gobos, and we'll end. Create a red. Okay. Such 3D much, wow. So Circle Moon Druid is clearly just a better blocker here. It's gonna be a while until we regain life though, so I think there's a case for keeping the Roper untapped. It's just such an action killer. It's so difficult for him to get through. I'm also okay with like Targnar. If he swings and he decides that he wants to pump it, then I'm really cool with it. With some like crazy Hakuna Matata all-in swing. Okay. So this will be the block. This will be one block, and this will be another block. I wonder if he has 2 combat tricks. Probably not, right? Probably not. Okay, let's block this way. I think it's like at least 1 bull strength. If it's 2, then it's okay. Not what I was expecting. I suspect the Roper will die now. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I don't know, dude. This is so we can go Twisted Cavern. Yeah, we can go Twisted Cavern this turn. So wow, and we don't even like there's no precaution we need to take, you know, we can just swing for it. So swing. And we'll scry. And we'll keep it. Pal. And we're gonna go. Yeah, this is good. We can also create treasure, but I think we just want to go for this plus Roper. So this, we get the Roper back. And we can create a treasure. We can also make sure that this guy can't attack. And Roper. We did not even Jelly. So it's gonna, yeah, with 1 card in hand, it's gonna be very difficult for him to go lethal. And that's just a pass. Okay. So we can create 2 skeletons or exile the top 2 cards for something. We're so close to lethal that I think I'm just gonna swing. So, swing, swing. Next stop is Scry 2. I think this might be one of the first times I've gone to the Dungeon of the Mad Mage so early. So Scry 2. Let's see what the future holds. I think that's game. If that's how he's playing it, it's game. Wow, the good stuff. Do we want to go Grim Bounty here? That's the question. He might still have the Bull Strength. We're going to have to think about it. I could have also pumped this guy. Pump, pump, pump. So we're probably going to be going... We're going to be going Jelly. We're probably going to be casting the Bull Strength this turn. I think this is probably the way we want it. Okay, so how does he block? Okay, and this is just nuts. Let's put the let's put the Valor Singer first. He might also have it, but if not, then yeah. Ridiculous. I think that's game. That's our 6th win. Yep. Just nuts. Just nuts. Couple of nulls, a couple of pack tactics. Trigger it consistently on turn 4 and just easy peasy. We've also been pretty fortunate that no like control deck or decks that's a bit slower than us has just gone like, you know, turn 2, Dragonfire, kill your guy and kind of like set you back a couple of turns. But once you start getting the bonuses, it's just really difficult, right? Like dealing with the 3/3 on turn 2 is difficult. Dealing with a guy that scries and then creates a goblin is very difficult for the deck against you. It feels kind of, venturing into the dungeon feels kind of like playing against a planeswalker. You're kind of like instantly on this sort of race, right? Now there's no like mass effect. It's usually not as bad as having a planeswalker being played against you. But the feeling is kind of similar. Yeah, it drives action, right? If you cannot pressure that sort of engine, then you're going to fall behind at some point. And once again, we have this very straightforward plan. We have the Null. We have the Lurker / Circle of the Moon Druid. And I think we'll be doing just fine. I think... Okay, opponent's thinking about it, so we're playing first. So yeah, pretty much the usual turn 4 swing. Opponent is deep in thought. Okay. Be blue. Go. Blue. No, black. There we go. Yeah, makes sense. And... no swing. Land? Wow, no land. Funky. You might still have the enfeeblement thing / something else. Pow pow. And now we have the clattering skeletons. If we draw land next turn, we might play Roper. Okay, there's the Buzzkill. Boo! Boo, Buzzkill. Boo! But we drew like nuts, so... Man, that was good stuff. How? Deus Ex, choose your weapon. And this just gets ridiculous from here. He can slow us down a bit, but I think we're just going to be like tapping out every turn from here on out, give or take. Could have paid it without the, like with a swamp up, just fake feign death, I think. But I think if he like taps out for 4 mana and kills one of our guys, still super good. Okay, Swelter. Gain 1 life. And... sure. A lot of life gain. Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, Sphere. Ooh, okay. That's 1, and Roper. Man, stuff's nuts. Nuts. So that was easy breezy. We did draw pretty well in that last round. The choose your weapon just came right on time, but yeah, very consistent 7-0, guys. And it's been short, but it's been a blast, and I'll catch you guys next time. GG.